Influence of Swami Vivekananda. Subhash was experiencing a serious internal conflict. He could not decide for himself his goal. His attitude of unquestioning obedience to parents also underwent a change. In fact, he himself felt driven to a defiance. Studies interested him less and less, and long walks and hours of group discussions with like minded boys claimed a great deal of his waking hours. It was indeed at this stage that the second great influence came in the shape of the speeches and writings of Vivekananda. He had read these voraciously. Subhash was barely 15 when Vivekananda entered his life. He went a spiritual revolution which turned everything upside down. From Vivekananda, he turned to the former master Ramakrishna Paramhans and imbibed his teachings from the books and diaries published by his disciples. Vivekananda taught Subhash that the greatest ideal was the service of humanity, including the service of one's country. Ramakrishna had stressed that renunciation of lust and gold was the test of a man's fitness for spiritual life. Subhash's internal conflict was, at that time, at an end. He had a new ideal for him. This inflamed his soul to the effect that his own salvation and to serve humanity by abandoning all worldly desires. He broke away from all undue restraints. The more his parents tried to restrain him, the more rebellious he became. Subhash and his group began to practice yogic exercises and sought out the sadhus who came to Cuttack and discussed spiritual problems with them. Before he was 16, Subhash had his first experience of village reconstruction work on a modest scale. At school, however, Subhash did not mature politically, partly because his innate leanings were in a different direction, and partly because Orissa was something of a political backwater. Occasionally, he heard about the Indian National Congress from his elder brothers, but that did not make any impression on him. Politics was a taboo in his house, and no one, therefore, could take part in any political activity. But he and his brothers derived satisfaction from cutting out pictures of revolutionaries and hanging them up in their study. Subhash received his first political impetus when he was 15. At a psychologically opportune time, a student visitor from Calcutta told Subhash of a group of Calcutta which had its ideal spiritual uplift and national service along constructive line. The visitor talked to Subhash and his friends passionately about their duty to the country and about Calcutta group which he belonged. Subhash was deeply impressed and from then onward established regular contact with the group. And as he approached the end of his school career, his religious impulse began to grow in intensity and studies were no longer primary importance. In his home, Subhash was fortunate to grow in an environment conducive to the broadening of his mind. He is going to an English school first and then to an Indian school. and the inter-provincial contacts and friendships, even while at school, combined to horizon his